Welcome back to the 7 Deadly Sins anime review special number 22. This one I'm reviewing the 298th chapter of the manga, Mael vs. Zeldoris. Yep, chapter starts off with the battle between the two of them. And they're talking for a little while. And of course, you also see the Camelot still covered with this giant egg. We see the original demon about to take on Mael. Of course, Mael fires his fireball right at him and looks like it kills him. And then Mael starts his fight with Zeldoris. And we also see Deanne, King, looks like Elizabeth, Merlin, and Gowther fighting another one of the demons. And then Mael starts his fight with Zeldoris finally. And of course, Zeldoris throws a elbow block at him, and of course, Zeldoris throws him around like a baseball bat. And of course, he goes in the air, and they fight for a little while. Because you have Dan fighting the other demons with Hawk, and then of course we have Zeldoris take his sword out and try to use it on Mael, and all of a sudden his sword just melts, and Mel's like, "Huh? So my body's like basically proof." Yeah. And the sword pretty much just melts. And Deanne's like, Zeldoris' sword melted. And Elsa's like, I see. What is he touching? I wonder if he's touching Merlin. I wonder that myself. Yeah, because the power of the sunshine. And of course, Mael resumes his fight with Zeldoris. And pretty interesting battle. Just lots of kit blocking. Just him basically blocking Zeldoris a lot. And it basically punches him really hard in the face, and that's where the chapter ends. Next chapter, everything will be frozen solid. Interesting chapter. A little bit more going on in this chapter than in the last chapter. I like last chapter, felt like almost nothing happened. This one felt like a little bit more happened. But maybe the writer himself is trying to stretch out this fight for at least for a few more chapters. Even though that in 2 more chapters, basically not this come week, but next week will be the 300th chapter for this manga. I am looking forward to that. I'm gonna give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. It's an improvement over last week's chapter. Well, this came out this past week, but the previous chapter it's very much an improvement over that. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. Not much else to say. I know this is quick, but I really wanted to review this, okay? But until you see my next review, which will be a review of the newest step-up release for Dragon Ball Super. That will be a little bit later, after you get these 2 videos up, and of course, watch the episode, okay? But until this next review, bye.